Um, I think that a sense of Europeanism has come into factor.
I think the light skin, dark skin controversy started because we were so used to being oppressed by white people or Caucasian people that when we weren't, we just started to oppress ourselves. You know, had to find a reason to like be better than people in our community, and that's the only way people saw fit.
That light-skinned women are stuck up, like they're real fancy, uptight. You know, they have super high standards, and then it seems like the darker the shade is, the less the standards are. You know, you hear that darker skinned women are ratchet. So those are the type of stereotypes that you hear.
And do you believe in those stereotypes?
No, because I've seen ratchet light-skinned women, and I've seen dark-skinned women with high standards. So I mean, standards, that depends on the person. You know.
Alright, so I heard like dark skinned people, like all dark skinned people don't have like good hair, which is not true, you see. And then I also heard like dark skinned people just like, I don't even know what to say about dark skinned people. Like they're mean, like all dark skinned girls are like mean, which is not always true. I can't even lie to y'all, but we're not really like that. Like you guys get to know us, there's a reason, like we're trying to prove that, because we always weren't treated equally and right. So it's always like dark skinned people have to fight more, have to prove their point even more than light skinned people.
People tend to think that light skinned people are like soft, and that's not true. It doesn't have anything to do with your skin tone. It's like your personality. So not all light skinned people are soft, and not all dark skinned people are like all tough and thuggish, like, you know.
Yes, and the reason why I would say yes is because several times when I've seen darker toned African American females specifically in the media, such as like Beyonce in a makeup commercial, or I've seen like Janelle Monáe, some type of poster or something for her, they're always like really lighter than they actually are in reality. And
I definitely think there's colorism in the media. Think about it. They have the light-skinned guys playing the soft roles, or in the rap music videos, the light-skinned guys are the ones singing, while the dark-skinned guys are the ones rapping about being in the hood and how many girls they have, how many bitches they have. And I feel like that's something that we have to stop today. That's definitely colorism in the media, you know what I mean? Because they have the light guys playing like the doctor role and the good dad role, and the black guy, he's the one missing in the family. He's the one that's not there, the father that's never there, you know what I mean? I feel like that's something negative that's impacting our society.
Chip on my shoulder, big enough to feed Cambodia. See, I never fit into their quotas. Sneakers wasn't fitting and my knees need a lotion. Long before I knew the significance of a comb, I roam like phone with no vocal reception. Immigrant parents had me feeling like a step kid, and black Americans never did accept me. That's why I thrive so much when in respect, dig. I never fit in with them light skins.
Well, my experience with colorism was before I moved to the U.S. and I was living in Jamaica. People always used to say I was stuck up because I was light skinned. My mom, my auntie used to laugh at me, used to pinch me sometimes. And then when I moved here, people were like, "Oh, you're not Jamaican because you're light skinned," and people just always thought I was a snob.
No, I actually have not experienced colorism, but I have friends that go through it all the time, and like it's actually a sad thing to see because like why should you be like judged by the color of your skin? I mean, we all black. Like, why does it matter what shade of black you are?
Well, yeah, I've experienced problems with colorism. I've been called too dark. I've been called Kunta Kinte, all that type of stuff when I was back in my old school, they'll be like light-skinned people will always talk about me, man, he's too dark. Why don't you get lighter? Why are you so dark? You know, it's always been a problem for me. It's always been a problem when walking to like stores to think I'm about to steal. Or what's that dark-skinned guy about to go do? He's about to go steal something? There'll be like a white guy just probably dressed, sagging his pants and cussing and whatnot. And they won't expect a thing. But when I walk in dressed up with a suit, it's like, oh, what is he about to steal? You know, so it's always been a problem with colorism for me. And it's hard for a black poor man in the society to come up. Being black and poor, you have to work twice as hard to survive in this society, and I know it from experience.
Take it back or rearrange my status. Maybe if I was khaki, associating light skin with classy. The menstrual showed a me that was not me.
From a light skinned girl to a dark skinned brother, shade doesn't matter, heart makes the lover. Boy, you're so beautiful, boy, you're so beautiful.
Honestly, I don't think it will. Just because the standards that we live in America, the constant conditions that we are, where we have, you know, on Twitter we have light skin versus dark skin all the time, that's thrown in our face. And just like I said before, European influence is so strong and so deeply embedded in the African experience here in America.
That's something that's negative, that's impacting our society, and that's making us seem bad as a whole, as black people as a whole. There's no such thing as light skin or dark skin. It's just black people as a whole. And I think people need to realize that. Media, normal life everywhere, we need to realize that black people need to stand up as a whole. It's not them that's killing us, it's us that's killing us.
Blindfolded, my own insecurity was holding me back to reds. I ain't know how to act. They would get the coach showed